Let's just prepare our hearts for another offering. No, just it'll be you can win. Is this that when you have gathered enough armies to do your mission? Everyone who plays Risk would say that. You have enough armies to do your mission, you will win this game. And while you're playing this game, you have to sometimes fortify in one place. Sometimes you have to just attack someone. Sometimes you have to capture a full continent in order to get the extra armies, in order to get the extra boost. And if you're weak from one side, someone will attack you and take your territories away. And when you're playing this game, and I can imagine myself being in a spiritual warfare, if I'm strong enough, I'm good. And even if I'm strong enough, everyone is thinking, you know what, this person is strong enough, let's attack him. In the same way, you can think of yourself that when you're too strong for the enemy, his eyes are on you. His eyes are on you. He doesn't want you to do your mission that God has called you to do. He doesn't want you to do your ministry that God has given you to do. And if you're going for your mission, the enemy will be cautious and he will attack you from every side to make sure that you do not do your mission. If you have the continent, which means if you have the stronghold where you are renewing your energy, getting the extra armies on each god, he will try to take that continent away from you. He will try to take that stronghold away from you. What gives you that power? What gives you that extra army, the extra boost? He will try to take that away from you, so you will not get that extra boost. And I have learned so much about the spiritual warfare through this game. It teaches you a lot. It's not just a game for me. It's not just a time-passing thing. I learned a lot of techniques from it. Sometimes you have to deceive the others in order to do your mission. You have to sort of lie, not to say to them what you are doing, or say something and do the other thing. And sometimes you cry, I heard. Yeah, you cry before the Lord sometimes, while you're doing your mission. You cry, you ask God to give you something. But there are a lot of things. It's a very interesting, strategic, mind-blowing game. I recommend you start playing this game. But coming back to 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 14. Therefore he sent horses and chariots and a great army there. And they came by night and surrounded the city. Verse 15. And when the servant of the man of God arose early and went out, there was an army surrounding the city with horses and chariots. And his servant said to him, Alas, my master, what shall we do? How many times we wake up in our Christian life, how many times on the journey of our Christian life we wake up and what we see is the army of the enemy surrounding us from every side. Have you ever had that in your life? Have you ever had that experience? You wake up and you know that army is surrounding you. You know that the enemy has surrounded you. You have lost a lot of things. An enemy is going to attack you. Have you ever had that experience? The servant here, he was gone. He said, Alas, we are ruined. What shall we do? The army is surrounding us. There are horses and there are chariots. See what Elisha does for him. In verse 16. So he answered, Do not fear, for those who are with us are more than those who are with them. And verse 17, he goes on to pray for the servant. And Lord opens the eyes of the servant and he can see not only just the horses and the chariots, but the horses and the chariots with fire. God comes with an extra army. God comes with an extra strength. He comes with the horses and chariots of fire. And this is something that we need to open up our eyes this morning. This is something perhaps we need to be prayed for. This is something that we need to pray for ourselves, to see that the battle belongs to the Lord, to see that God is on your side, to see that His horses and the chariots are surrounding you, not the enemy, to see that His power is working through you and His power is greater than the power of the enemy in your life. And this is something that when we realize, the enemy shall not be able to defeat us, because God is a victorious God. He is a God, Lord of hosts, who has the Lord of armies. And you can do your mission and you can win the battle against the enemy, whatever it may be.